In a nutshell, I would say Joyful Noise, rated PG-13, is a mixed bag. There's a reason why it's a PG-13, and I'll get to that in just a second. But I'll start with what I like. On the mixed bag side, we'll talk the positive. Essentially, you got Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton as part of a church choir. The church choir is competitive, and they've done fairly well in the past, but they've never made it to the Nationals, and their goal is to make it to the Nationals.
Sure.
And to do that, the choir is gonna have to begin singing off the same song sheet, and I mean that both literally and figuratively. For instance, some choir members want to do the old hymns, and some want modern songs, and you've got a rebel who just moved to town, Dolly Parton's grandson, and he wants to be part of the choir, or is willing to. He's got eyes for Queen Latifah's daughter. She doesn't want him, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, so those are some of the issues. What did I like about it? The music. I loved the music here. You have Kirk Franklin doing an appearance, and he's just a talented guy. Queen Latifah's good, and I don't care what you say about Dolly Parton. You know, she may be through a zillion plastic surgeons, but she can still belt out some tunes.
Oh, she's a performer.
And I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And there's some good messages along the way. For instance, Queen Latifah is all about using the choir to praise God, not about entertaining. And I want to go, yes, I love it. You know, more of that. Queen Latifah has a teenage son with Asperger's syndrome. And at one point, the rebel in the movie, they're having a conversation, and the teen son with Asperger's says, I believe God hates me, doesn't like me. He made me this way, and I reject him. And the rebel basically comforts him and is there to say, you're a special person, I like you. And I'm like, good for you, I love that message. So those are some things I like. But the PG-13, why is it there? There are some people in the choir who you kind of wonder why they're in the choir. For instance, two that have an affair. And without getting into a whole lot of detail, let's just say after their one-night stand, when we see them in bed together the very next day, he is dead. And there's a running gag about his death that I won't go into too much detail. Besides the one-night stand, the gag is hardly funny, and it's so disappointing to an overall themed movie that's about praising God and church choirs. You know?
Right.
Secondly, Queen Latifah gets in an argument with her daughter in a hotel. And I would say it this way. She can cuss like a sailor when she gets really, really mad. And I mean harshly swear. And lots of them. And that came out of nowhere and was a surprise. Not so much as wasn't a total surprise, because when I saw the PG-13, I said there has to be a reason for that.
Sure.
And when she started swearing like that, I go, okay, that's part of it. You know, the sensuality and that. So, anyways, I gave it a 3 out of 5 for family friendliness.